by boat exciting?
I found the tour of the ancient structures fascinating.
Me too!
My father has been transferred to another city, so I will not be here next year, but this trip with you all will always remain memorable.
Hello students. I hope this educational trip was a good experience for you all. I just heard Ruby saying that this trip would be memorable for her. I'm sure it will be for all of us. We have wonderful photographs and videos to remind us of our trip. But what about our individual experiences? For example, all of us took that boat ride, but each of us had different unique thoughts and feelings. Do you know that writing about these feelings together with the events help you to understand yourself better, besides being a very good reflective writing exercise?
Yes, I have seen my sister writing in her diary whenever she is very sad or angry.
That is exactly what I was talking about. However, we need to keep certain things in mind while writing a diary entry. Today, I shall discuss the format of writing a diary.
Are there any specific steps for writing a diary?
Yes, there is a format that should be followed while making a diary entry. The first rule is to regard the diary as one's best friend, as someone with whom we can speak frankly. Thus, you can begin the entry by writing the words, "Dear Diary," to show that you are addressing the diary. Some people even call the diary by specific names. Can you tell me of a famous personality whose diary was given a specific name?
Annie Frank. She called her diary Kitty.
Right, just imagine that if she hadn't written her diary, we would have had no clue about very important events in history. Since you have already done this chapter, you have an idea about the significance of this famous diary turned book. The next important thing is to mention the day and the date, as well as the time and place of entry. The year should also be mentioned. Remember that the diary is meant to be kept as a record, so dates become important. The diary entry is to be made in the first person because the events, feelings, experiences are all personal to you. Thus, you will write, "I went for a trip," or "It was my first day at the new school." Your diary account is a recount of what has already happened in the past. Therefore, you must use the past tense. Again, your diary entry is a document to look back on. Therefore, the events should be recorded in the order in which they happened. There should be a sequence of events. Diary writing is an excellent exercise for developing independent writing skills, building vocabulary, as well as enabling reflective thinking. Thus, entries can be descriptive. For example, you can describe a place. The entry can also be narrative, where you can write about what happened during a particular time. The writer's feelings must come through the writing. Hence, it's good to use interesting phrases and emotive language to convey your thoughts. Your writing must be structured. Divide your writing into paragraphs and make sure one paragraph contains one theme. The diary entry is included in your syllabus to judge your creative writing skills. Therefore, you can be imaginative and think in an introspective or philosophical manner. Remember to end the entry in a natural way. The conclusion should not be abrupt. At the end, you have to sign your name so that the writer's name is known. For examination purposes, remember to sign with the name that is mentioned in the question. If no name has been mentioned, you can just write 3 letters in capitals like ABC. Well, If you are now familiar with the format, I would like you to write a diary entry on your recently concluded educational trip. Remember to write about your unique experiences, together with a description of the places you visited. Include memorable events and use vivid language. I'm sure we will have a variety of perspectives. I will check your work in the next class.